Minimum, they're getting 150 grand a year, right? Each of them. A minimum. That's just a base rate, right? 150 grand a year. These people are more in the limelight, so I'm sure they get even more money. Maybe millions a year. And then on top of that, they ask the Flat Earth community for donations and will you buy me a P1000? I bought my own P1000, 900, sorry. Cost £1,000. I bought my own now. My mate helped me buy it, Fussell. Shout out to Fussell. He helped me buy it. He was one of my first PlayStation friends that realised the world was flat. And do you know how he was lazy? He was a bit of a dull boy, a bit of a dealer. He paid somebody to research flat earth in his shop. He had a shop. And the guy researching it was ex-American military who'd come to live in England, retired, come to live in England. He was working in the shop. And he got this guy to start researching flat earth. 3 days later, after all the argument and everything that had gone on between me and all my PlayStation friends online, loads of them fell out with me because I said the earth was flat. This one, I fell out with everyone at that point who didn't care. That's what I told Fuss. I said, you don't care. You don't care. Which means I don't care. So don't talk to me. And I blocked everyone. And all of a sudden I got a message from Fussell saying, the earth's flat, innit? And I rang him up and I said, yeah, of course it is. How do you know? He said, I paid somebody to research it in my shop and 3 days later, we're all flat earthers. You see, when you do your due diligence and you're honest with yourself about what's happened here, it's quite easy to see that water's level. I found it so simple. It's a miracle to this day. It's still a miracle how I worked it out and became a follower of Christ, a lover of God, and a flat earther. It happened so quickly. And it was from watching Dave Murphy's movie, The Biggest Lie of All. But it is what it is. God blessed you, not them. If he blesses them, so be it. If he doesn't, it's because they're not from your bloodline. There are two bloodlines down here as far as I'm concerned, just like the Bible says, Cain and Abel. And I know, put Cain and Abel together, you get cannibal. All this. I've heard it all. The truth is that there are good and bad people on earth, two bloodlines. Good and bad. Positive and negative, day and night, truth and lies, hot and cold, man and woman. Everything's binary. So if there is a God, then there is a Satan. And how do I know there's a Satan? Because these people have copied his image. They worship him in front of me. And they've done it in secret, with secret hand signs, secret codes, secret gematria and numbers, coding everything. Yes, gematria is real. I get it, I understand it. But it doesn't have an effect on me the way this does. See, the Masons don't walk around holding up the baffo and doing 666 and spelling everything out in gematria to you. They don't. They're sneaky, devious, cloak and dagger people. The way you spot them is by looking at their eyes. The distance in their eyes and the size of the teeth. The size of that triangle determines whether you're looking at a Mason or not. All Masons are flip-flops. They don't care what anyone says. The big ones. The lower levels might be normal people. I can't prove it. I ain't looked at it. But I know a lot of people who've said to me over the years, I'm a Mason. I'm a Mason, but they didn't look like flip-flops. But I'll tell you this much. Anybody who tells me I'm a Mason now is going to go right through the meat grinder of forensics with me. The instant I see them, I'm going to measure the distance in your eyes. I'm going to check for a brow bone and a brow ridge. I'm going to check to see if your eyebrows arch or are straight across like mine. I'll see how short your forehead is. I'll see how wide your cheekbones are. And I'll see how big your mouth is and square jaw and your Adam's apple and your trachea and a place to put Mama's spicy meatball. I'll be able to see all of those things now. And so will thousands of people because I trained them. You shall not pass. Where these people have lied to me in my past Like I said, I've had at least 5 of these people in my house. Antonio, oh gosh, 5 of them at least, including social workers that were flipped. So more than 5. Ever since I learnt this, not one of these monsters have ever stepped in my house ever again, and nor will they. I will know thee by thy face, by thy shoulders, by thy flat chest, by thy straight legs. And some cases, I'll know you by your voice. He's a bit camp, isn't he? Right, Sandra Bullock. Bullocks are boys, cows are girls. And they love to tell you, Mandra Bullock, as I like to call him, has got a big set of dentals, look. He's got deep set rectangular eyes. Look how rectangle shaped those eyes are. And the deep set, they're pushed back into the skull and buried under deep, thick brow bone. Understand? Wide, square jaw. Looks like a diesel look. It's a shadow caster. Look at the length of the neck. It's a man in drag looking back at you. Sandra Bullock, Mandra Bullock as I like to call him. Mandra, he dated a few girls as well, didn't he? Look, Brad with the pink lips. It's so mental, folks. It really is. The question is, how many more do you know in your personal life? Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. They don't really mingle with us properly. They're allowed to interact with us, but not mingle with us properly, because you might pick up on them. Spend all day, every day in the presence of one of these. Eventually, when you start looking at them, you might notice that the jaw's massive, or the Adam's apple showing, or that they've got a funny walk. Eventually, you're going to notice these things. Like the Jezebel. Everybody picked up on that. Your voice! Yeah, no! I'll be down in a minute! Women on tea. John Major had the same voice. I'm the Prime Minister of England. My name's John Major. John Major. Woman. Right. We're looking at Sandra Bullock with a man neck. Mandra. Look at that square jaw. Do you see it yet? He would have been a handsome man. Notice how the hair draws inwards, look, on each side. It doesn't bellow outwards like a woman's. Because she's not widest in the hairline. She's widest in the cheekbones, look. Low set ears. We're done. Oh, look at that egghead. Sweet baby Jesus. Who's got closer set eyes? Who's got a 4-head? Who's got a 5-head? Who's widest in the hairline? Look how the hair bellows outwards. Look how the hair draws inwards like mine. Fake chin and jaw. Dolores. I'm seeing Dolores from Scotland. Another fake flat earther. They're everywhere, folks. And none of them care about this because they're in the club. Look at that Adam's apple. You got to be kidding me. You see it? You see it? You can't miss it. There's a belt. I've got one of these. One of these pictures is in my book of Sandra Bullock, showing his Adam's apple off. It's a great picture. And there's another one with Keanu. Look at the soft-faced woman. The widow's peak look. The soft, close-set eyes. The tiny ears. The sloping jawline. Compared to the big, thick jaw there, look. They literally jump out at me. Tall forehead. Wide forehead. We're done. I need some walking pictures on Sandra Bullock's. He's got a pair of bullocks, I'll tell you. What's that called? Congregation. Miscongeniality. Miss. It's a dude. Straight legs, knees together. It's a dude. Straight leg, knees together. Just like me. Walks just like me, look. Knees apart, knees together. Is that Michael Caine? That looks like Michael Caine. Let's go back one. There's another one. Straight. He walks like me, look. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. Another one there. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. I was looking for a stair file. Mincer. We won't talk about the children, but we're done. Sandra Bullock's a man. His wife, with the arms akimbo, is a woman. How many pictures do you need? Jared, I love your work. Straight legs, knees together, space between his big feet. It's a man. Final answer, Sandra Bullock fails forensics. Who's next on the list? I don't know where the names are gone. Dang it. None of you highlighted any names, you divs. So I can't see them. Right, naff it. I'll pick another one. Sandra Bullock. Let's go with Ryan Gosling. Why not? Ryan Gosling. Wait, did I snap out Sandra Bullock?